Hey, what's up, guys? So, gonna get some breakfast in. So I figured I'd do a video. So cream of wheat is the go-to breakfast. So right now, obviously, I'm alternating between cream of rice, oats. I actually just started buying some cereal, but that's not the only thing that I eat. So we'll do that. We always do daily cup of egg whites. So for me, I hate the texture when it's cooked, so I just down them. So it's double pasteurized. So all of you guys, salmonella, you're gonna die. Make sure you guys get double pasteurized. That way your risk of salmonella decreases greatly. So that way, for me, I'm getting my protein in straight out the gate, and then just wait. Ooh. All right, so typically, again, I said this yesterday in my other video, almond butter, that's not almond butter. This is almond butter. So I'll take 2 tablespoons of that, throw that in there, and then I will do almond breeze. I don't do normal milk. Here slowly, I'm gonna start incorporating like 2% milk and whole fat milk just to be able to boost that, but just not ready for that yet. I used to have a milk sensitivity when I was younger, so almond milk is better for me, again, and my digestive tract, especially coming off this prep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure this out. Always the same. No changing things up, even after prep. You can throw cinnamon in it, but sometimes I'll do pink Himalayan salt. Actually, I'll probably do that today. Let's go ahead and do that today. So basically, zero it out, 2 servings. We're looking at 66 grams there. So guys, if you've never heard of cream of wheat, it's going to have your vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, iron, thiamine, riboflavin. Don't make fun of me on that word. Niacin and folic acid. So basically, on those right there, those are going to be your micronutrients. So great source of iron and calcium as well. So we're going to measure this out to 66. So the equivalent of that would be 48 grams of carbs. So for me, it's a little bit over. Not a big deal. Actually, you know what? There's not much left in the box. Not much left. So we're just going to. Turns out to be 107. So do your math on that one. It's probably about 3 servings. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. But typically we'll just do 2 with 66. So I just. One of the things that I keep telling people is like, how are you fitting all these things in throughout your daily macro take? You've got to take some away to place some elsewhere. So, for example, I went over a little bit. So that means I don't do a rice cake, or I don't do another scoop of almond butter later on in the day, just to equate for that macro count. Again, we're not looking to gain too quick. For me right now, obviously, naturally, after shows, you're going to gain a substantial amount of weight. So I was 155 when I stepped on stage in Cleveland. I was 155 pounds when I stepped on the stage here in Louisville. And then so this morning, I weighed in at 164. But there's a lot of things that have went into place. So my eating has increased substantially. My water intake is back to normal. So I'm taking in a gallon and a half. I am actually able to enjoy a little bit more dense foods. So you're looking at your whole wheat breads, pastas, pizzas. I'm enjoying some treats. So every night, one of my buddies made a killer cheesecake. So I'll have a piece of that. But again, give or take. And then so being able to push those calories back in, but being able to be disciplined and control that's going to be the difference, especially as you go throughout your reverse diet, or if your coach is having you do a reverse diet. That's one of the biggest things, is making sure you're not gaining too quick, and you're enjoying foods all the same. So I've got blueberries here, and then let's see, yeah, that's it. That is it. So what we're going to do is half cup. So obviously we're going to do a little bit more, half cup. We're going to throw this bad boy here. Okay, and we're going to pour that in. typically I try to like let it cover the whole entire top. So obviously we're gonna do a cup of almond milk. And so making sure, let me grab a spoon here. Big old spoon. So basically before I even put it in the microwave, I'm gonna stir that up just a tad bit. So for me, I'll add my almond butter, blueberries, and such after. So I'll show you guys the texture. So that's what it looks like. Let's go. Nope. Yep. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It should be a little bit watery like that, because as soon as you put heat on it, it's gonna soak up like a sponge. So one of the biggest things is you do not want this to feel like a brick. You don't want it to clump up. So for example, I put mine, so it's typically 40 seconds, but since we've added a little bit more into this, we're gonna go about a minute, but I'm gonna do it in 30-second intervals. So that way, put it in 30 seconds, stir it up, put it in another 30 seconds and stir it up. It cooks pretty quick. It's not something that's meant to be left in there for a long time, because as soon as those cream of rice like heats up, it turns into a sponge like again. And so they grab like little bits of rocks. It looks like kind of like pebbles, and it's not enjoyable at all. So it's supposed to be cream of rice. If you've had anything creamy, it's very smooth, very, very, very fine. And so here's our first. So if you look, starting to thicken up just a tad bit. So we're gonna throw that in there for another 30 seconds. But this time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sprinkle some pink Himalayan salt. And then if I can open this up, and boom. Couple turns with the grinder, and throw this bad boy back in there. So if you have unflavored, sugar-free, I don't think we have it. If you have like sugar-free syrup, like chocolate syrup, or if you have chocolate chips, you can throw those in there as well, just for a little added flavor. Emily actually, I know we have this. Emily actually has this Better Stevia. It's an artificial sweetener. So basically what she'll do is she'll take these and she'll drop those in there. 0 calories. I think you can get it at Walmart, Kroger. And then there's another brand called Sweet Leaf. Sweet Leaf is a artificial sweetener as well. And they have a lot of kind of little droppers like that too. I think my favorite was the chocolate raspberry. You can get it on Amazon. A little bit expensive. I think it's like 10 bucks. So pretty cool. So this is what it's supposed to look like, guys. So if you look, it's not real clumped, but I'm able to kind of stir that up just a tad bit. So stir that up a tad bit. So what we're going to do is now we're going to take our almond butter. Okay. Boom. It's a big old spoon. So we'll take the almond butter and we'll put that in there. So for me, we just go ahead and stir that in there with it. So as an additional protein source. But that's about it, guys. So 10 minutes. So if you've made it this far, congratulations. Be on the lookout. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So I always get these supplements and stuff like that, and these supplement bags from the shows that I do. So be on the lookout for that giveaway, because I'm going to be giving away all of the supplements that I have obtained in the past 2 to 3 months. For me, I'm a creature of habit, so all these supplements are very nice to have, but I never use them. And it's same for Emily. So if you guys have any questions, shoot me a text, shoot me a DM, shoot me an email, send a smoke signal. But I'm going to finish this off and get my day started. See you guys.